Hi. Thank you so much for joining us on Lucia's Vegan Lifestyle Amazon Live. This is Sunday Vegan Snacks. As you know, if you've been tuning in, we have done Sunday brunch. We did Sunday vegan and gluten-free brunch a couple of weeks ago, and then we did Sunday brunch, which was mostly gluten-free, all vegan, mostly gluten-free. But I had one item that was not gluten-free, so I wanted to be accurate. That was last week. If you are not following yet, please hit that follow button. That way you're notified when Lucia's Vegan Lifestyle goes live here on Amazon. And thank you so much for watching on all the other Lucia's Vegan Lifestyle platforms. If you are watching on another platform that is not Amazon, please join us at amazon.com/live/Lucia Vegan Lifestyle. That way you can shop in real time as I demo the items and products, and you can be part of the conversation that I can see immediately, because I am one person here doing all aspects of production, so I'm not able to monitor yet all of the platforms. So join us here on amazon.com/live/Lucia Vegan Lifestyle, and we will get started. Oh, good afternoon, Amazon customer. Let me text you. Okay, whoops. Afternoon, there we go. Oh, I can't type. All right, Amazon customer who just greeted me. If you're not following, please hit that follow button. And if you are muted, please hit unmute. That way, if you're able to hear, then you can hear the conversation as well. So today we're gonna make, so as I said, we made vegan gluten-free breakfast or brunch a few weeks ago. Then we just did vegan because I had a gluten item. And today, guess what? We're going to do raw vegan, raw gluten-free. But wait, if you're scared of raw, don't leave yet, because I'm going to show you what we're making. We're going to make these delicious superfood cake balls, and we're going to make Roditos, Doritos, but raw. And wait until, if you're not familiar with juicing and raw foods, wait until you see what I used to make these. They're amazing. And I also have a dip, a plant-based cheese brand that sent me all of their flavors. You've seen them if you've tuned in before. I have a dip for this that's going to just make your vegan snacking all to another level. Excuse me. So, shall we get started? Now, I want to tell you that the first item in the carousel is the appliance. Let me flip this here. Is the actual appliance that I'm going to be mainly using today to make these two snacks. But I'm going to use a few of you've seen them before, my favorite appliances that will, excuse me, that will make your vegan life easier, step it up, and open up a world that you might not have known existed. So Lucia's Vegan Lifestyle is here for you on Amazon Live and Amazon Storefront. I have the only curated vegan storefront, everything from food to kids to pets to home goods to cosmetics and things that you might not have thought of, PMS, breast cancer care, all curated, and I'm constantly updating it. So follow, and then also shop the Lucia's Vegan Lifestyle storefront here on Amazon. So Lucia's Vegan Lifestyle, as I just mentioned, is here to help you navigate vegan living and live your best vegan life with products available here on Amazon. I have some great brands. I always do, brands that I really love. And look, I do not ever recommend anything to you unless I've used it, tested it, tasted it myself. So that's, if you have any questions about anything, please let me know in the comments. If you're watching on another platform, please join us at amazon.com/live/Lucia Vegan Lifestyle, because I see comments right now, and then I can interact with you in real time. Ricky, happy Sunday. Ricky, it's so lovely to see you. And we have some of you just joining now. We have 2 exciting raw vegan snacks that I'm going to make in my beloved dehydrator. And that is actually the first item up in the carousel. And it's an incredible price already. It's such a great price because if you think about the return on investment, I've had mine since about, oh God, I want to say maybe 2014 or so. And, I was buying a lot of raw crackers. They're about $10 a bag. So I figured, I'm juicing, and I'll show you in a minute, the pulp from the juice can be used to make a number of various foods. So why not be as waste-free as possible, right? Not only with the foods, but also packaging. So I purchased this dehydrator at this incredible price, and it's been an incredible investment in my living and, of course, health and the animals always, and the environment. So, because I'm not throwing out or disposing of, all that packaging that comes with the foods I was buying. So I want to remind you all that Black Friday and Cyber Monday are coming up. So one, if you're still not following Lucia's Vegan Lifestyle, hit that follow button, because I will be going live with deals that day. And also, the products that I'm featuring today, you can either purchase immediately or put them in your cart. That way on Black Friday, when they go on sale, if any of these have deals, and I know a lot of these brands will, then you can hit purchase and have these great items to up your vegan lifestyle or make it easier with these discounts. So hit that follow button and let me show you what we're going to make. We have a comment. Hi, it's Michelle. Happy Sunday. Hi, Michelle. Thanks for joining. I love starting my Sunday with you, whether in person or virtually. So thank you for being here, and thanks always, always, always for your support. All right. So if you remember, a couple of weeks ago, I showed you, I'm going to pull it up in the, I love the smile. Thank you, Michelle. I showed you a couple of weeks ago another beloved appliance, my beautiful, oh God, my beautiful juicer. So I demoed this. I'm not going to demo it now because I went in depth a couple of weeks ago. So what you can do is, when we're done here, first of all, put this in your cart. Click that button, and you see how much I love it. I'm not going to demo it. So go to, when we're done here with these delicious recipes, go to view my past live streams, because you will be following Lucia's Vegan Lifestyle by then. Go to view my past live streams. And 2 weeks ago on the vegan and gluten-free brunch, you will see me demoing my beloved juicer. The reason why I'm bringing it up now, not only for you to add to your cart, either to purchase now to be prepared for the holidays, or to keep it waiting in your cart for Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals, is because we're making raw Ditos, which are raw Doritos. Look at that. Aren't they delicious looking? And I want to show you that I made them. When you juice, and especially this juicer, it has the double masticating blades, right, that I showed you. Again, if you weren't tuned in, you'll be able to see it. And I will demo this again during Black Friday and Cyber Monday and leading up to it. So it has the double masticating blades, which means that the pulp, you get all the juice and the pulp comes out dry. So what I do to be waste free is I freeze my pulp. I freeze it, and then a few hours or overnight before I want to use it, I remove it from the freezer and I just transfer it to the fridge. And again, talking about, being eco-friendly and caring for our planet and the animals, I don't often buy, actually, I don't even buy these bags. My parents cook for me. So they send me stuff in these bags. So what I do is when I empty them, I invert them, wash them with a mild vegan plant-based soap, and then I have this great, I'm going to show you. Let me pull it up. I have this great, it's actually kind of pretty. It's like a little sculpture, this bag drying rack. So, it's made of bamboo, so it's good. It's good for, it's not harmful to the environment. And if you want to store it, the base comes out, and look, you can put this like in your utensils drawer or, whatever, a cupboard. I have very little space here because I have all my favorite appliances. So look at that. But I just kind of keep it open. And this is also good for bottles. So I'll show you other appliances that I use. I hang their cups and parts on this. And if you're a parent, if you have baby bottles, you can dry them on this. So this is great for the whole family and friends. So that's what I do with these plastic bags, so that they will last as long as possible and not end up in landfills and harming our environment. So there's that. All right, so let's get to the fun part. The Rawditos. I have also this. I'll show you again at the end when we're done with the recipe, but I want to show you, I've featured this brand in so far in I think 3 of the episodes that we've done. So I just pulled up, it comes out in a pack of 6, all different flavors, incredible. And I have an exciting, in a forthcoming episode here on Amazon Live, I have another unique Lucia's Vegan Lifestyle recipe that'll be a snack appetizer. It's great for while you're watching sports. I know it's sports season, so it's a great snack. That will be coming up, and I will be using another flavor of this plant-based cheeses and dips. So let me show you now. What I do with this is, because it's a cream cheese consistency, right? Or I haven't had dairy dip in decades because I've been vegan since 1996. So you see, I left it out for about maybe a half hour now. So it's already softening as a dip. But coming out of the fridge, it's just a little bit thicker, like a cream cheese. So let me show you how delicious the Rawditos are. And then I'll show you how to make them. Look at that. Cream cheese, the French onion dip, which I haven't had French onion dip literally in decades, since I was a kid. Right, when I was a kid, it was like a popular, I guess it still is, it was a popular potato chip dip. So, so good. Childhood memories without the cruelty, and good for your health. Okay, so put this aside. Did you add this to your cart? Yeah, so much fun. All right, now let's get to the cooking part. Ricky, Lucia, here's the mason jar. You're the sweetest. Okay. Thank you. So Ricky and I, a couple of weeks ago, were talking about preserving foods, and he sent the link to a vacuum sealer machine. Thank you so much, Ricky. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so another favorite appliance, not yet plugged in. All right. So this is probably my favorite of all. Don't tell the other appliances. So I use this every day for my morning smoothie, and sometimes multiple times a day, because it is not just a blender. This machine is pretty much commercial grade, almost commercial grade. You find it in your favorite, smoothie shops. It's very powerful, very easy to use. You see, only 3 dials, very easy to use. And I make soups in it, both raw and cooked. So if I'm making a veggie soup, I will put my veggies in here, because the least you heat foods, the more they retain their nutrients. So I will do that, or I'll do things like mushroom soup, and I will just put mushrooms in here with some dill, some other salt, some other seasonings, let it run, and then this machine actually warms up your liquids. I've made cappuccino in this, mochaccino, which is my favorite. If you've been watching, you know that I use cacao every day in my smoothie, but I also use it in coffee with plant milk, and to make a nice frothy, warm, raw, except for the coffee, I guess, raw drink. So it's really, really versatile. So what we're going to do now is make the raw Doritos, these delicious raw Doritos, using the pulp, the carrot pulp that I saved from making my carrot juice. So you'll see that it's not just purely carrots. I think I made carrot, apple, ginger juice, but it doesn't taste gingery, the pulp. So it's perfect for this. And then you have the ginger, which is additional for your health. So it's a sneaky little health addition without your taste buds knowing. All right, so this is about, the recipe calls for, oops, I switched that. Okay, so 5 cups of a carrot juice pulp, right? Carrot pulp. And you put that in there. One. This is pre-measured, so I'm not just guessing. Although that's usually how I cook. So I only make recipes, like written recipes, step by step for you guys, because my natural cooking thing is just by taste. So that's how I was taught by my parents at home, and that's how I do it. Okay, so we have our 5 cups of carrot pulp. Then we're going to need 1 1/4 cup of filtered water. And let me see. Okay, I didn't even bring it up. You've seen it before. This is the water filter I use, and it's beautiful. It's in the other room right now, but you see it's so crowded here. So this is the water filter I use. It's beautiful, and it has, it's a coconut filter, BPA-free plastic. It comes with 2 pretty carafes with the sealed lids. I can show you the carafe because I used it to store my almond milk. Hold on a sec, I'll show you. That's the carafe, you see, with my fresh almond milk that I made just this morning. That's the carafe. And, okay, so let me get my water. Okay. Oh, I think I might need the larger container of this, but I think it should fit. Okay. So 1 1/4 cup water. There we go. That's 1 1/4. Okay, great. Then we're going to have tomatoes. You can take 1 1/2 Roma tomato. I had these nice little cherry tomatoes, so I just kind of quartered them. And you're going to put that in there as well. Okay. I think I have flax in here. So I think I mentioned in other episodes that flax is another thing that I eat every day. I put it in my smoothie. This is great for breast cancer prevention and risk of recurrence. If you watched last week, I had my breast cancer care episode here in Amazon Live because I just celebrated my 1 year diagnosis and I'm great and clear and healthier than ever. So flax is great for PMS. It's just great for health in general. So we are using here, and I put up a nice trusted brand of flax for you there, so you can add that to your cart and buy that today. So it's a 3/4 cup of flax. Put that in there. Okay. 1.5 tablespoon lemon juice. A 1/2 cup of nooch or nutritional yeast, as we vegans call it. And this is the brand that I've been using. I know that there are brands that are more, let's say, commercial, but I actually found this here on Amazon when I ran out of the brand that I had been using. And this is a brand that's family owned since 1932, and it's high quality, preservative free, vegan, because not all nooch is vegan, and it's gluten free. So I really love the quality of this brand. I'll show you the quality of the flakes. And in case if you're not familiar with nooch or nutritional yeast, this is a staple for vegans. We get our B vitamins from this as well. And if you're making mac and cheese or anything that requires like a cheesy taste, this is your gal. This is your product. It gives a little bit of a cheesy taste to foods, so it's perfect for these raw Doritos. Put that in there. Oh, my cup is getting full. I'm gonna put these here so you guys can see them. Okay. Then the spices. Okay. And so we need a 1.5 tablespoon each of dried coriander. I didn't have coriander, but I had a nice curry spice that has coriander in it. And it also has, turmeric, annatto, so it will add some color as well as extra flavor. Then actually, I just mentioned annatto. We're gonna use that, 1.5 tablespoon. I have them in front of me, and I smoked paprika that gives it obviously that smoky flavor. Garlic powder. And you can put even more garlic powder if you want to have more of a, let's say, a kick or a punch to that Dorito recipe. Onion powder and salt. And the salt I'm using, you've seen me feature this before. Oh, the achote powder is there. So this is the salt I'm using. And it's it's Himalayan salt, reduced sodium, 21 plant-based vitamins and minerals. It's all greens and seeds and mushroom and ashwagandha. Very healthy, very, very flavorful. So I'm using 1 teaspoon of that. I think I put a little teeny bit more just to enhance the flavor of the chips. So that's that. Now what we're going to do is the Vitamix comes with the lid, right, the sealing lid, and it comes with a normal top, that, and it also comes with the plunger. So what we're going to do is, you can do this in a food processor, but I wanted to show you how the Vitamix works. Let me pull this up for you. Again, I've had this since about 2012, this same exact model. Never had an issue, never had a problem. It is always perfect. It doesn't overheat. There's nothing I can do to this machine that has harmed it. So, I mean, I haven't, done anything extreme, but I love it, love it, love it. So the one that I have in the carousel right now, again, as I mentioned before, Black Friday and Cyber Monday are coming up. So if you're not ready to purchase now, add them to your cart. You might want to purchase them because you're prepping for the forthcoming holiday. And then to get more time out of the use, right, from the time of purchase. But if you don't want to buy it right now, add it to your cart, and then I will be going live on Black Friday and Cyber Monday and leading up to it. So if you don't want to purchase it now, add it to your cart. That way, when Black Friday hits and things go on sale, you can hit buy and you got it. So when I bought this, it came with this smaller container that you see here and the larger one. So, and this also has a plunger, but I can't find it right now. So it also has its own plunger and the opening so you can pour things in here while blending. It's great. But but this one doesn't come with it, so you can buy that separately. And the other, which I just pulled up in the carousel, the other option is there's a model that I'm just pulling up in the carousel now that's a little bit lower price. And if you don't want this one with the additional cup, you can purchase the one that I just pulled up for you. That's a lot lesser price, but still incredible. It has 6,000 reviews, almost 5 stars. So, and this is a very, very, very trusted brand, very trusted, both in the home and in the professional sectors. So we have all our ingredients there, filled to the brim. Let's mix it. So you'll see, can you see from there? There's on and off. Then there's high and variable. If you put it to variable, you can use this dial in the center to adjust how powerful you want it to be. So let me just show you with the normal top. I'm going to flick it on so you can see the variable setting. So I do that sometimes when I want to make, like, if I have ingredients in there and I don't want it to like hit the lid, I'll do the variable and then I hit high. But for this, we want to hit high. And we also want to use the plunger to help us along. So I'm going to flick this to high, put that in there so nothing splashes out. And here we go. Now it looks like we need a little bit more water, which is amazing because then I'll show you how to use it just while it's going to pour it in the top. So I'm just going to put a little bit at a time. All right, let's do it. Ready? The stuff on top, so let me just get a scraper. Oh, you know what? I'm going to use spatula. Be sure that you turn it off because you don't want to chop anything with the blade. You want to be very careful with this. So unlock it. Okay. And then put you there. Oh, it smells so good. It actually smells, it's so weird. It smells kind of like a veggie burger, but I guess, and you can actually make veggie burgers from this too. So I'm just going to combine it that way. There we go. Gets to the bottom. I should have put the tomatoes in the bottom. There we go. All right. There we go. The tomatoes add some hydration. That way they help it go along. All right, there we go. All right. It really smells like a veggie burger. Okay. Oh, I was getting really zen. I was really getting into that. I'm sorry. I didn't forget about you. It was just so relaxing to plunge that and all right, so here we go. Look at that. Scrape that in there. Okay. And some on my lid. I do not like waste, so we're gonna scrape that in as well. All right. All right, see? So now it comes out. Let me put these away. Okay. So as you can see, it comes out as a paste. See, a nice paste, right? Oh God, it's so good. All right. What you do now, my tomatoes are still a little bit solid, but let me see if I can. Yeah, I should have put those on the bottom. I made this in my food processor, but I wanted to show you how, versatile this machine is. So I should have put the tomatoes on the bottom, but I'm going to leave them whole because they'll add a nice kind of pretty look to my finished rawditos when they're done. This is very easy. Okay. Now, here's the dehydrator. Let me bring that up again for you. And if you're just tuning in, thank you for joining us. And we're making raw vegan snacks today, 2 different ones. We're making rawditos, which are raw Doritos. And we're making these superfood cacao cake balls. So chocolate cake. I didn't try these for you. Let's look. So you can actually even eat these raw, and I'll show you all the ingredients, but let me show you the inside. Look. Ooh, I have the camera over. There you go. So cake. You see the cakey interior? So good. So light. You can make these for the holidays. You'll see the ingredients that I put because they're very festive and they're very adapt to the season. So really good. I like to clean my space as I go along. And also I will be doing an episode on cleaning the vegan home with vegan cleaning products available here on Amazon. So if you're not following yet, hit the follow button. That way you know when it comes up. All right. The dehydrator. The one that I pulled up actually has, this is the exact one that I have. Okay. There's another one in here see how my door just lifts off? There's another one here I'm going to pull up because it actually has a door, a glass door. So you can see it. I love this. I've had it for a long time. I'm not going to trade it. But if you want a more, let's say, advanced version, that one has the glass door. So you can peek in at the progress. What I do is I take the door off, look at my thing, and I'm like, oh, let me taste it. So, so that's what I like about my model. But if you want that model, it's different. I think it has more. I don't know if it has more shelves. This is five shelves. So, or trays rather. Sorry, 5 trays. And I wish I had a larger one. You see, I could fit a larger one here under my countertop, but I'm shifting things around in this kitchen so often that I think this is a good size for me. This is very easy. Let me show you how to do it. So you remove the door, you take your tray. Can you see there? Let me flip this down. All right. You take your tray, all right, and it has the mesh on there. But what you want is, let me pull these up for you. You want these kind of, what are they called? I can't forget that. Paraflex. It's like a liner. So you want that on there because you need, for this recipe, you need that. All right, so all you do is take this lovely paste and you empty half of it onto the tray, okay? Okay, there you go. And all you do is spread it evenly. You don't want it too thick and you don't want it too thin, right? You saw the nice density of the ones that I made, right? So there, it's perfect chip size. So you can spread it with your, you can dip it in your dip without it cracking. And, or you can spread cheese on it, plant-based cheese. Or even like, you can make nachos with it using your favorite plant meat or, tofu crumble. I like these tomato pieces and it actually adds such a pretty texture to it. They're like peeking through. So we'll see. I'm actually going to post. If you're not following on social media yet, if you follow Lucia's Vegan Lifestyle, excuse me, if you just Google, if you Google Lucia's Vegan Lifestyle, everything will come up. But usually at the beginning of the show here on Amazon, I have the loop that has, the starting soon. It has all of the handles. So if you're not following on social media, do that too, because not only will you see what's coming up next here on Amazon and on my TV show and everything else, but here on Amazon since we're here. But I'll post because this is going to take 10 to 12 hours to dehydrate. So I will post photos and let you know how it turned out with these little pieces of tomato peeking through. So this is also very zen. I'm trying to do it fast because when I do this by myself, it takes me like 20 minutes because I think it's so relaxing. So I'm trying to do it fast and expediently here for you. And you can make the edges, nice and neat if you want, or leave them kind of rustic like this. So, doesn't matter. You don't have to make Dorito shape with this. You can make them in a rectangular shape, the crackers, or whatever shape you want. But those are the two most facile ones that come naturally, let's say, to this shape. All right. Ricky, you're saying you have the 3900 and the door lifts off like that, but it has 9 trays. Oh, amazing. I'm actually in a forthcoming episode here on Amazon Live, I'm going to be making jerk tofu, which I haven't made before. So tune in. Be sure to follow if you're not following yet, and then we'll make that. If you buy the dehydrator, then we can cook together, or not cook to uncook together, raw cook together. Okay, this is very, very rustic. I think these are going to be crackers in the end because I just want to get this done so that we all together can move on to the next step. All right, and also you don't want the edges to be thinner than the middle because they kind of dehydrate quicker. So you don't want them to get all crackly and denser. I mean, sorry, you don't want the middle to be so dense, and then the edges to be too thin. So try to make it spread evenly. Oh wow, it's so delicious. I can't wait till you guys try it. And again, if you do make this recipe, be sure to tag Lucia's Vegan Lifestyle on social media so that we can all see, so that I can repost it and give you a shout out and everybody can see, that you're getting something out of this, that your vegan living is being enhanced or assisted by Lucia's Vegan Lifestyle. I know Michelle is on here, and Michelle has posted things. You posted your first mochaccino that you made last week with ingredients that you bought here on Lucia's Vegan Lifestyle. So that was really exciting. I'm really grateful for that. And it's just so nice to see that our community is growing and that you're really enjoying what you're finding here. All right, so this is a little bit not as smooth as I want it to be, but as I told you, see how if you spread it too thin, it'll get the holes in it. So you want to just make sure that, see the hole there? I've slept so little. You guys, I worked so hard. I slept so little last night and woke up so early to prepare all this. So when you all join in, I'm already like, I should be sleeping by now. All right, so, okay, it's a bit uneven, but this will not be raw Doritos. This will be rustic crackers. So what you do is put it, if you're not using all the trays, I try to, one for cleanliness, that way I'm not cleaning everything, and then for more space and heat. Okay, so you just put that in there like that, and then of course use the other half for your second tray. You replace the door, and the thing I love about this, let me pull the dehydrator back up. The thing that I love about this is that it actually has, and then as a vegan, right, I'm always so surprised when things have, are labeled specifically for vegans or for plant-based foods. So this actually has settings on here. Let me show you. It has the indications here. You see these kind of colorful stripes? So herbs and living food, and it tells you the setting. So we're gonna vegetables, fruit rolls, which are great. I've made them on another episode. Fruit, those leather fruit roll-ups for kids or adults. Really, really great. One ingredient, just berries. Amazing. So you put the door back on? Hello. Oh, thank you, Hoarder Heaven. Thanks so much for following. It really means so much. All right, so we're going to just set this to 105 degrees. So you'll see it makes this gentle fan sound, white noise, which actually helps me sleep. gentle fan noise. I'm going to turn it off for now so that we can get to our next recipe. I'm going to turn it off for now. So 105 degrees, 10 hours. So you can do this either in the morning and have it by the end of the day, or in the evening and then finalize it in the morning. What you can also do is I cut these when they were done, so you can see they're not perfect triangles. But what you can do is, they're still great. But what you can do is, if you want, take a knife or a pizza cutter, and let me turn this off. And either at the beginning or when it's kind of halfway, if you like, lightly, because you don't want to cut your Paraflex line or the mesh, right? So you can lightly you can lightly perforate it. Okay, just very lightly. Do that. Or if you're doing the triangles, you do that, right? Oh, they're square now. Okay. Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. This is fun. And if you have kids, these kind of things too are fun for kids, so they can be done as a family activity. You see the perforation there? There? Okay, so then after 10 hours, what you do is, I'll show you with another tray. I'm not going to actually do it because it's still wet. What I do is I take the tray with the mesh, be sure to hold them together, place it on top of that, and it won't be this heavy, it'll be light, right? Because they're already dehydrated, so they're not heavy like the wet paste. You take this tray with the mesh, flip it over, and then you remove the Paraflex, and then you dehydrate your rawditos or crackers for another 2 to 4 hours, okay, until they're crispy. That's what you do. Then, when they're done, you store them in a BPA-free container. I have these great glass containers, the ones that I put the cake balls in that we're about to make. Let me show you these containers because I really like them. They're great from freezer to fridge. They're easy to clean. They come apart easily. Here they are. It comes in a pack of 8, and I have it in my cupboard. You see how nicely they stack? They stack very nicely. So, and they look nice. They look elegant. Let me show you the lid. Here's the lid. And it has the sealing lining here. This is silicone, so it's vegan. It has that lining that comes out, so nothing gets mildewy or moldy. You can take that out to clean it. It seals on the sides. Box. There, you can hear it. And it has this. So you put, warm foods in here or hot foods. I would say let your food cool before, right? Before you refrigerate it, or even I try to let it cool as much as possible before even sealing it like this. But it has the vent if you need that. And also this comes out for easy cleaning. It snaps right back in. I love these. So you can store your rawditos in a container like that. This is also BPA plastic, but it's not here on Amazon. So I like those glass ones a lot. Look at how delicious those are. Okay, let me show you again the finished. I'm gonna put this tray back in there. Let me show you again the finished rawditos with the French dip plant base. If you're just tuning in, this is a plant-based cheese and dip. It comes in a set of 6. Oh, where'd you go? There you go. All right. So I've demoed these on other episodes of Lucia's Vegan Lifestyle here on Amazon Live. So hit the follow button. And then when we're done making our next recipe, you can go to watch previous live streams and you can see the other recipes I used making this. And then in forthcoming episodes, I will be making more recipes with the other flavors. So this is the French dip, French onion dip. I demoed it a little while ago. And it's a cream cheese consistency, but I've left it out for a little while. So I'm going to take one of my raw Ditos and dip it in. Hello, Rome Knows Tech. Thanks for tuning in. Look, you're just in time to watch me eat a snack. So good. And you know that I keep eating whenever we do this. I just keep eating. So good. I feel like a kid. Again, without the cruelty, and good for your health. Let me put this back in the fridge while you add it to your cart. So delicious. Okay. So good. Now, next recipe. Holidays are coming up, right? So I know that these raw Ditos are great for any day, whoever you are. I like watching movies because I'm a filmmaker and actress, besides hosting Lucia's Vegan Lifestyle on TV and here on Amazon Live. So I love watching movies. I love having these as a snack. Either on their own, they're very flavorful, or with a cheese or a dip, plant-based, like you just saw. So the holidays are coming up, and people have been asking me what, suggestions of things to make for the holidays. And I was sent, let me show you this. I love that you're all chatting with each other in the comments. It's so sweet. It's so sweet. It feels like you're all sitting around my dining table chatting while we make food. It's so special to me, because to me, that's what Sundays are for, right? Gathering around in the kitchen or around the table, and being with people you like. So it's so great to see you all enjoying this and interacting together. Now, what was I telling you? So I was sent. Oh, thanks, Rome. And that was prompted by you and Ricky talking to each other. I was sent. I think if you've been watching, you know that I love what I call special brands, right? Brands that are not only vegan, but that also care for the environment, or are Black owned or family owned or woman owned. So I was sent this by Heidi, the founder of this company, who I think Heidi, I don't know if you're here, Heidi. She said she was going to tune in. I met her and her ex-sister-in-law, who's now her best friend and business partner, at a food expo that I was covering for my TV show, Lucia's Vegan Lifestyle. And we immediately hit it off. Lovely, lovely women. So Heidi sent me this, and I've featured it in the past two Sunday episodes we've done, the Sunday brunch episodes. So I was trying to think of a way to incorporate it into a snack, and using the dehydrator. So, quinoa is very good for you. It's very good for health. And this, I've never seen puffed quinoa. I think this is the only company that makes it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but so there's no fat, no cholesterol, no sodium, 1 carb, almost 2 grams of fiber, and 2 grams of protein. And it's a very healthy protein / grain, right? So this is the puffed version. So I think mainly what people do is, eat it in a bowl in their plant milk, which I've done, and it's so good. If you like puffed rice, it's the same concept. So what I did was trying to think of recipes for the holidays and healthy recipes, right? Because, not only because of my breast cancer recovery, but I love foods that are healthy, that taste like they're not. So I wanted to use the dehydrator and show you recipes using one of my favorite appliances. So I came up with these cake balls. So they're I'll say chocolate cake balls so I don't scare people away who are like, when they hear healthy, they panic. So so these are actually, I bit into one before, but let me try to break one open for you. Okay, whoops, how can I do this? There we go. So look at that. Now, isn't that festive for the holidays? If you're trying to think of a vegan, plant-based recipe for the holidays, either for yourself as a snack daily or whenever, or to bring, this recipe yields 20 cake balls. And you saw the inside, it's very cakey. And it's again another no waste recipe, because do you remember, if you tuned in to the past couple of episodes here, our brunch episodes, I showed you how to make almond milk, fresh almond milk. I'm going to pull it up in this appliance, in this plant milk maker. Now, I'm not going to demo it now because we already did it. So if you didn't see that, view my past live streams and you'll see how to make almond milk in this. It's amazing. It takes like 30 seconds. Amazing. And you can have like liters of almond milk for the week or whatever. Amazing. It's been such a treat having it. My sister, who's a chef, bought me this years ago, and I only finally just started using it to show you guys. So it's amazing. And what happens when you make, just like the juicer, right? I brought up the juicer earlier. Let me show it to you again, in case you're just tuning in or want a little refresher. My prized juicer that I love so much. All right, so when we make juice, the pulp comes out, and we made our raw details from the pulp, right? We made this paste, and then we made it from the pulp of the juice, of the carrot juice. When you make nut milks or soy milk in here, we made almond milk, you get a little bit of almond meal. So this next recipe, these superfood cacao cake balls, you can use almond meal. So you can either, there's so little yielded here that, you save it and freeze it, like I did with the carrot pulp that I showed you earlier. You can either save it and freeze it or dehydrate it in there to save it for later in here. If you're not going to use it immediately and fresh, or what you can do is make a meal immediately from almonds that you've soaked for at least 4 hours or overnight, then rinsed very well, and you put them, I already did mine, so I'm going to show you. You do them right in the food processor. Let me pull this up for you. This is another one I've had for many, many years because of the versatility, and I still haven't even used it to its capacity because it does so many things. Put the plant milk maker away. All right, so put this away. Okay, there we go. You can come here, clean this little bit. So let me wipe this. Let me wipe my prep space. Let me wipe it down. Okay. All right, got that. So make the almond meal right in here. You just put, and by the way, when you soak nuts, like I did the almonds for this, what happens is not only do they become more easily digestible, but they also reactivate the enzymes, which makes them even healthier for you. So, but when you do soak nuts, be sure to rinse them very, very well before using it, right? Pour the water out and then rinse them very, very well, especially cashews. I think there are other nuts that are like They can be poisonous if you don't rinse them well. So we do not want that. That would be like the opposite of what we actually want. So be sure to rinse them very well. Then you place them in the food processor. And look, this is already a very economical price. As I mentioned earlier, if you're just tuning in, Black Friday is coming up and Cyber Monday. So if you don't want to buy this now to make recipes for the holidays, like our cake balls, then you can wait until the day after Thanksgiving holiday and add this to your cart now so it's ready. And then on Black Friday, you can just hit buy because it will most likely be discounted. So I will be going live on those days and leading up, so I'll keep you posted, but add it to your cart and either buy now, that way you can have all these great recipes for your holidays, or save it to your cart. Now, let me put this up front. I want you to see all the settings. All right, so all of the pieces are removable, right, so that you can easily clean them. This pushes down to lift that up and out. This kind of cap removes, so you can pour liquids in that, and this comes out as well. Now, one of the reasons why I love this is for the safety. It does not turn on unless this is locked in, okay? And this is locked in. So it's safety features. It's great. And again, another easy appliance to use. There's on, off, and pulse. So if you want it to continually run, you turn on. If you just want to pulse something so it doesn't turn into a butter or a dough, then you hit pulse. So I'm gonna put that back in. Actually, I'm going to remove it because we're gonna put our other ingredients in there. So, all right. Oh, thank you, Deb No More, for following. Thank you so much. And do share the link to this live stream with other people so that other people can benefit, especially if they're, trying to go vegan or want suggestions or help finding vegan items here on Amazon Live. We're making our superfood cake balls for the holidays or not, right? And they're so versatile. You can flavor these or add so many different ingredients. But I'll show you what I'm using now, and then I'll tell you other suggestions, right? So we have 2 cups of raw almond meal here. Now, if you don't want to make your own almond meal, if you go to the Lucia's Vegan Lifestyle storefront here on Amazon, you'll see that it's very highly curated with different lists. There's a vegan pantry list there. So I will add an almond meal there, because you can cheat and use an already made almond meal if you want to do the quicker version of this. Okay, so 2 cups almond meal, hopefully raw if you like, or the one that's remaining from having made your plant-based your almond milk in the plant milk maker that we just saw. Then we need a 1/2 cup raw cacao. Now, I've explained this before. I use cacao every single day, and this is a very trusted brand. So I use it every day because it's an antioxidant. It's a superfood. There's so many health benefits to it, and it's such a great excuse for a big girl, an adult, to have chocolate every day. So it's such a treat. All right, so, and they say adulting is hard. No, it's not, it's great. So, okay, so, well, I mean, it's hard for some people, and yes, there are aspects of it, but we're adults and we get to have cacao. So we have here 1/2 cup cacao, right? You can also use cocoa powder, but I'm trying to keep this healthy and raw. So, so the raw cacao. Then we use 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. I'm sorry, 1 teaspoon cinnamon, 1 teaspoon nutmeg, which nutmeg to me is very autumnal. It's very seasonal. It's very wintry, and it reminds me of the holidays, this holiday season. That, and then one teaspoon of salt. And again, this is the salt I'm using. I was sent it by the brand, and it has 21 plant-based vitamins and minerals in it, all greens, seeds, mushrooms, and ashwagandha, Himalayan sea salt. Sorry, Himalayan salt. And let me pull it up for you because it comes in both 5 ounce. Here's the set. You can buy them individually, but the pepper is really delicious as well. I've used it. You've seen me use it. So you can buy them individually. This is the 9 ounce one. Okay. So I think that's what I have up in the cart, the set of 2, and it's really delicious, very flavorful. So it's a great brand. So 1 teaspoon of salt. All right. Now, all we do is you add all these dry ingredients together, and then you pulse them until they're combined. So I will show you the pulse, right? I said on, off, and pulse. So I'm going to pulse. It has a scraper. Comes with it. Let me pull this back up. Where did it go? Where did it go? There we go. Okay. I'm always shocked at the price. I always think it's going to be like thousands of dollars, but it's such a good price. All right, so we can remove this lid. And then I think it's a little bit wet because I washed it just before going live, so it's a little bit damp. Okay, so there we go. It's almost combined. Okay. And you don't want it to turn into a butter, so just pulse it until it's combined. All right, there we go. Now, what we do then you can either use half cup maple syrup or vegan honey, right? We do not use honey from bees. We use bee-free honey. So this is maple syrup, or you can use agave. I'm using maple syrup. So the fun part of this is that you can remove this tube cover and turn this on to on, pour the liquid in. And then you combine that until it turns into a paste, which, like a ball of dough. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so you see the dough ball of it. You see the ball of dough? All right, let me do it a little bit more longer. Amazing. Okay, got it. So what we're gonna do for our cake balls, let me show you the inside of that again. Now what we're gonna do, take a medium bowl, remove this. When you remove that, the blade is very sharp, so be careful, okay? We're gonna put our dough ball in the bowl, and it's a very thick, here so you can see, it's a very dense ball. Very, very, very dense. There we go. Now, it's so delicious. And you know what? You don't even have to dehydrate these. You can leave them raw. But if you want that cake consistency, you have to dehydrate them. Okay. All right. Scrape the rest of it out. Thanks so much for joining. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment. If you're tuned in on another platform, because this is streaming to all of the Lucia's Vegan Lifestyle platforms, if you're tuning in, watching on another platform, join us here on Amazon. It's amazon.com/live/Lucia Vegan Lifestyle. That way you can shop in real time, add these items to your cart, and you can join the conversation, join the community, and talk with us, ask me any questions, meet the other Lucia's Vegan Lifestyle friends here in the community, and have a lovely Sunday or whatever day you're watching this. But the most important thing is that I can answer questions for you, and that you can add these items to your cart and purchase them in real time. All right, now, okay, so you see how dense this is? All right, what I'm gonna do is, I probably shouldn't use the scraper, I should use a wooden spoon. What I'm gonna do is kind of make a little well in this dough bowl, okay? And the next ingredient, I'm going to mix in some goji berries. Now, goji berries are another superfood. I like to eat them. One of my favorite ways to enjoy these are just in a little bowl, a bowl like this one that our raw Ditos are in, our raw Doritos. I like to combine them in a bowl with walnuts and cacao nibs. I ate all my nibs, so I'll show you in another time. But they are in the Lucia's Vegan Lifestyle Amazon storefront. Excuse me, here. I think they're in either vegan snacks or vegan pantry. So just have a little look around and see where you can find those nibs. So these goji berries with walnuts and sprouted walnuts especially are amazing. Sprouted walnuts and cacao nibs, such a great, satisfying, delicious snack, healthy. So I'm gonna put in, I'm gonna do it by sight. So we have, I put a 1/4 cup of goji berries, but you see the inside of these, you might want more to look more festive. Oh, this one actually doesn't even have any in the mix. But it has the puffed quinoa, which already makes it like a starry sky, so it's very pretty. All right, so put about a 1/2 cup of the goji berries in the mixture. Okay. And I'm going to mix this. I'm going to mix this on its own separately, and then do the next step. Can you see? Okay. So it's very, very, very dense, and I didn't want to put it in the. Let me bring up the. Oops. Let me bring up the food processor again. I didn't want to put. You can put them in the food processor, but I didn't want them to like chop up. I wanted them to stay, solid like this. That way they look really pretty, very decorative, and very holiday-like. If you're just tuning in, I was saying that people have been asking me for vegan recipes for the holidays, and I thought this was an easy one because you can store it in these glass, containers like this that are also in the carousel here. And you can make them day of. It doesn't take long. It takes much quicker than it does for me here because I'm talking with you. It doesn't take long at all. It takes only about 4.5 hours to dehydrate for the cake consistency. So you can make them the morning or the afternoon and then bring them to a dinner or whatever kind of festivities you're joining. All right, so I mixed in the goji berries, and now we're going to I'm going to make another well in these. Another little well. Look at how pretty that it looks already. All right, so another little well. And then I also need, so what did I do? Oh, I used the larger bag. Okay, well, I have quinoa. Let me bring that up for you. So delicious, so healthy. All right, so we're gonna put about a cup in here, and then, about another half cup in a bowl to dip them in after they've been rolled. Seal them up. Okay, so then we just fold that in. Let me do it here because it's a little hard. And again, use a proper wooden spoon, a proper stirring spoon, and not your food processor scraper like I'm doing here. Okay, since it's sticky, I'm like chopping it in here. Since it's kind of sticky, you don't even really need to mix it in that much, you see? They're already incorporated. And then of course you can always add more as you go along if it's not enough. Okay, then, since we're doing this on the dehydrator, let me bring that back up for you. Okay. You just take one of the trays with the mesh, place it down, and then you just take a little piece and you'll roll it into a ball that's about 1 inch in diameter. There we go. Easy, so easy. And there's no trick to it. Okay. Then you take your bowl of quinoa, puffed quinoa, dip it in. You might need a little work to stick them on. Okay. And you can also, you can put, since it's the holidays, you can put pumpkin pie spice in here. I didn't do it now, but you can put in some plant protein. I have this great plant protein that's it comes in, I think, 5 different versions. This is fava bean, which fava beans are very special to me. I love eating them raw. So if you also like fava beans, you can use that. But they have all of these different, there's mung bean, there's lentil, there's pea protein. So a yellow pea, so you can select which one and just put some of this in there for added health benefits. Oh. Go back to the dehydrator so we can finalize our recipe. All right, so you just cover them with some quinoa, puffed quinoa. Put it on your tray. Roll 20 of these. I did 10 on each tray, each of 2 trays. Put it in the dehydrator. I'm not gonna roll all 20. So we place it in the dehydrator, and you're not gonna do it at the same time as your raw ditos, because the raw ditos are 10 hours at 105 degrees. And these are 4.5 hours at 120 degrees. So you can just slide your tray in, replace the door, and then here, like I mentioned before, it has the temperature in both Fahrenheit and Celsius. So we're going to turn this to 120. And I'll let that go for 4 hours. I'm going to turn it off for now. Do you have any extra questions before we tune off? Let me see if there are any items. There are some items that I didn't feature here, some cleanup items. My cutting board that I feature every time because I love it so much. It's eco-friendly, made of recycled materials, and it's green, so it reminds me that I'm being eco-friendly. And let me see. Oh yes, so about storage, again, we have, when you're done with your cake balls, when they're done from the dehydrator, you can store them in these. I did not refrigerate them because I'm probably going to eat all of them today. So I made these yesterday. So they stay fresh there. You can transport them. I put these containers up there. And I also, thank you, Joey. Joey, are you following? Please follow if you're not, because I want to see you again. And I'm hoping that you find more items here. If you are looking for anything specific, please let me know. You can always reach me on social media and hit the follow button, please. That way you know when forthcoming episodes of Lucia's Vegan Lifestyle on Amazon Live come up. So I have these paper lunch bags. These are eco-friendly. There are two here. There are actual. There's the one that I have up in the carousel right now. At the time of this live stream, there's a 15% off coupon. So you can, add some of these to your favorite kid's lunch bag, or put these in these cute bags as holiday gifts for parties and stuff. So you can grab those, eco-friendly. And for all this cleanup that I'm going to have to do again today, there's this eco-friendly wooden dish brush set. So you can add one of those and add it to your cart. Again, happy purchasing. Don't leave items in there sitting around, because any deals that are today might go to normal pricing again tomorrow. But if you do want to wait, especially for these bigger items, add them to your cart. And as I mentioned before, I keep mixing them up. Black Friday and Cyber Monday are coming up, so you can add them to your cart now. That way, when those sales activate, you can hit purchase and have them at even better prices. Please hit the follow button. Thank you so much for tuning in and for being with me here in my kitchen on Sundays. It's so special to have you, and I appreciate you shopping through Lucia's Vegan Lifestyle. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, or whatever day you're watching this, if you're watching the replay, and I will see you next time.